One thing that the pandemic did was bring technology to the court system. And because of that, we have Zoom Court. And while it was rushed at the beginning, by now, 2 years into it, you would think that most people have a general idea on how to behave. But if you don't, then watch this video. I'm going to give you some tips to how to have a successful Zoom court and not be a Zoom failure. We've all seen our funniest Zoom failures, like the person who appeared as a cat. We've seen the person who got a warrant because he was in the house of the victim of the domestic violence case he was in. Don't become a Zoom failure, become a Zoom hero. So here's some tips. All right, number one, get comfortable with the technology that you're using. Don't wait till the last minute to download Zoom on your phone and then try to figure out how to use it 5 minutes before you're going to court. Nothing's more embarrassing for somebody when the judge is calling their name and they can't figure out how to use, how to unmute themselves. And the judge has to either excuse them and ends up issuing a warrant, or they just put them on mute and they don't have any say in their own case. Number two, find an appropriate location. As we discussed before, one person got an additional warrant because it was learned that they were in the next room of the victim in a domestic violence case. Likewise, if you are charged with driving on a suspended license, you shouldn't be sitting in the front seat of your car. Because if you have a suspended license, you cannot be in actual physical control of your vehicle. But it's more than just being there. Don't be at work and having people ask you questions in the middle of your Zoom hearing. Pretend it is court, that you have been required to appear and go to the courthouse. So make yourself unavailable to everybody else. Find a quiet room. Likewise, even for attorneys, get away from your kids. They love your attention and they'll always pop up in the background, and that's inappropriate. Number four, watch out for background noise. Again, if a judge can't hear what you have to say because you're outside, or there's a lot of wind, or there's a lot of background noise, your voice will not be heard in court. And then finally, dress appropriate. You are in court. Whether you're doing it virtually or you're there, you're in court. I've seen people laying down in their pajamas, and quite frankly, I'm surprised that the judge didn't issue a warrant for bad dress. So take your case seriously as if you were there. The judges will remember that, and it could better yourself in the future, especially when you actually physically have to appear in front of the judge. So if you want to know more about Zoom Court, or you want to know what the courts are doing, you always look at our website for updates as far as the 15th Judicial Circuit. Or if you have any questions about a legal case, give us a call or click the link below.